All right, so there's somebody in this coop. This is our young chicken flock, and we've removed all of the roosters from here, but there's somebody that's beating up other chickens. We've already had one. Salmon Favreau just died the other day, and now we have a cream leg bar. Look at her. Back has been totally opened up. Something's going on here. This is horrible. Somebody in this coop is killing other chickens. I gotta figure out what's going on. Joey. I'm absolutely horrified. We've had 2 chickens die in 2 days. Just so gruesome. And usually it's a one-off incident where one chicken will die, was weak, the other chickens picked on it, and it seems more random. But now having 2 hens die in about 4 days, there's a problem. We've got chickens in 4 or 5 areas, and we just don't have this happen in any of the other areas. So could it be boredom? Yes, it's winter. There's not a lot to do. Could there have been a problem with a chicken and it was weak and the other chickens picked on that one, and once they see blood they keep picking? Yeah, but when it's 2, it really makes me think there's some chicken or a rooster that I missed in that flock, which I've moved most of the roosters over to this area over here, separate of our couple in the bantams and a couple in the main flock. Sure seems like we have a really cruel hen or a rooster that's getting into breeding age and getting really aggressive with the other chickens. My goal here is to catch any fighting, picking, any poor behavior from a chicken, being cruel or mean to the other chickens. The other thing to look at is what's their living situation like? Why are their chickens picking on each other in this flock and not in the other flocks? Do I need more roosts, nesting boxes, things for them to do when they're penned up in a smaller area for winter and they can't escape someone that's beating them up? I'm gonna go in here with Bamboo and get molested to get the other part of the camera. So those are 2 things we need to address. The first thing I'm gonna do is get the security camera from our emu area. We have a couple cell cameras that watch these guys all day long. And while I know some people are gonna say you should have those in every area, these are pretty expensive, and to have a cell plan on each one of them is a little pricey. And so yeah, we'd like to add a few more over time, but it's just not feasible to have one with every group of birds and animals. So let me move this camera over and see if we can watch on what these chickens are doing all day. So Bamboo's birthday was yesterday, and he just turned 4 years old. Can you guys believe the little bird that hatched out in our house and ran around with us for a couple months just turned 4. Happy birthday, buddy. Still as weird as ever, and no, not breeding. Now this flock of young chickens, I think we have about 8 in there now. This is a flock that we were looking to do a trade with this year. We'll tell you more about that trade later on, but whole goal was to have 10-15 chickens over here and have them separate of other flocks so we could just have them ready to go. But I think as time goes on here, we're gonna merge them in with bantam flock, main flock. I don't know why, they're just seem to have a lot more problems than some of our other flocks. So there's a little blood right here. I don't know if that's related to the egg coming out or if that was something from any other chickens having problems. So this camera works, has a cell card inside of it, so I can check on it on my phone and it can get motion, all that kind of stuff. And then it keeps its power through a solar panel, so I'll have that on the outside, have the camera on the inside, and be able to check on them and see what kind of footage we can catch. All right, so I collected both their eggs. We've got the camera set up right now, so I'm setting it to record. So let's see if we can catch this chicken killer in the act. Hurting another chicken. So Eli just told me that a chicken was bloody in here and he took it into the medical shed. I'm gonna check back on the camera. Hopefully I recorded some this afternoon. We had to run and have a birthday lunch for Eli. I don't see anybody with blood on their beak but I see a lot of parts of their tails missing. So I've gotta go see what happened with this hurt chicken. See if it's anything we can help with. hopefully we can figure out who is doing all this attacking. That's another cream leg bar. Back severely opened up again. Gosh, something's digging in here. That just seems like too much for another chicken to be doing. Is there a predator getting in out there? My goodness. Something's digging into the back on all these birds. All right, we've got some blue coat spray. I've got to cover up the blood just to make sure these other two chickens don't pick on this one. It's really weird. I just almost find it hard to believe a chicken's doing this. We got that sprayed. It's so opened up. She's doing much better than the other one was the other day. She's really active. I think she'll be fine, but ooh, I gotta get that back to close up some. That's 2.5 gallons.
So we finally got the camera working, and we had another chicken get hurt last night. So let's check to see if anybody is getting picked on right now. Yeah, everybody has missing feathers, a little bit.
Who do you suspect?
I thought it was one of the Brahmas, but they're both being picked on. I just wonder if it's a joint effort here. We're gonna sit here and see if anybody's picking on anybody.
Gosh, this Brahma, look at this, or this cream leg bar. Yeah, she's got a little exposed.
This Americana's eating her feathers.
Gosh, is our Americana doing it? Our Americana's losing feathers too.
I know, I wonder if they're all doing it. That one don't have any feathers missing. See, they're all just doing it. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? What if they're just all doing it?
Alright, I'm gonna leave the door open then. Where are we gonna put them?
She needs to go in our main flock. Or the bantams.
Which one?
The one we're keeping.
Yeah.
She's the one we're gonna keep. Make sure she's in the other flock so she doesn't get up. We think bantams or the Maine?
Maine.
So we've noticed that the Morans and the Well Summer, where'd she go? Right here. They're both don't have any feathers missing. So.
What about that one right there, the blue lace red?
Yeah, she don't have anything. So
Potentially three.
3 of them that may be the ones doing it, because they don't have any feathers missing. So, which I thought one of these were the.
Yeah, we initially suspected the Brahmas, but they are both missing a lot of feathers, so they're getting pecked. So we've been adding this. We've added this roosting bar, nice egg laying spot. What else can we do to help with some boredom in the winter?
Well, we've seen like where they hang like some seed thing for them to pick on, or a head of lettuce or something. So just give them some entertainment, maybe a swing. But they kind of have a swing here if they sit on this.
And then we've also considered a rooster, because we've taken roosters out of here because we thought they'd cause too many problems, but they may actually need somebody to help keep them better in line. So those are a couple things we're going to work on today. All right, Becky, so the idea I had was to move a rooster in with the young chicken flock, and maybe that would help control the fighting, the pecking. Sometimes roosters cause more fighting and pecking. Sometimes it helps break it up because then they have a leader.
Yeah.
And so the one that I had my eye on was this cream leg bar. It's got a funny way of walking. If you look at all the other roosters, I'll show you a couple here, they all seem to bend at the knee. And this cream leg bar, he keeps his legs straight and he just walks kind of military-like.
Yeah.
And so yesterday we were talking about possible names for him. That's perfect.
So we decided to call him General.
Or like the General.
The General.
Or General Leg Bar. And we thought he'd be a perfect candidate to go over there. He's a cream leg bar, which lays, I believe, blue or green eggs. And so that should give us some good egg colors when he breeds with all of those hens. And some of them are brown egg layers. The Well Summer is speckled brown, and then the Moran's a dark brown, and that can help create some olive eggs. And those are some egg colors that we've been wanting to create for quite a while. So I think the General will help us out with that. All right, buddy.
He's a pretty bird too.
He's very pretty. All right, let's walk him over there. All right, we need you to keep the ladies in line. That's a Easter egg picking on the back. All right, so we're gonna talk about the 8 chickens that we have in here. We had 2 that already died from these birds killing them. We have 1 that's in quarantine right now that's getting some medical attention. We have 8 hens in here, and then we have the 1 rooster, the General. So we need to look at these 8 suspects and see who the most likely has been hurting others and who, if any, need any medical attention. All right, so this is our cream leg bar. We had a salmon Favril was the first one killed, and then we've had 2 cream leg bars that have been hurt. 1 died, 1's injured and in the quarantine shed, and then this one has gotten pecked on the side. But other than that, she's doing all right. But this is not a suspect.
This is Americana.
Okay, let's take a look at her. Ow. Okay, she just pecked my arm. That's not a good sign. Now, she's had quite a few feathers taken out the back here. So initially, we thought she was gonna be in bad shape. We saw that happen, but it hasn't progressed any worse beyond that right there. She's somewhere in between. She's mean, but she's also had a lot of feathers pecked. I'm gonna label her not a suspect. This is one of our 2 dark Brahmas in here. Initially, we thought possibly one of these was a rooster, but they're both hens. They're very big. She's also had quite a few of her tail feathers pecked, including some of these feathers here on her backside. This dark Brahma is not a suspect. So this is dark Brahma number 2. Another suspect initially. A lot of feathers pulled from her backside. She is not a suspect. So the 4 we have left are definitely suspects. This one's an Easter egger here. Really pretty, but we've witnessed her doing some pecking. Even though she's got a little blood here on her tail where she's had some feathers pulled. We're keeping an eye on this one. She is definitely a suspect.
This is a blue-laced red Wyandotte.
Do you think it's mean? Is it pecking other birds?
I think it's mean because it mostly has blood on its beak.
I'm not sure if I've seen this one pecking the others or not yet, but it does have quite a few feathers here pulled in the same area. I don't know. I'm gonna say this one's not a suspect. These 2 are our primary suspects. I've seen them pecking most of the birds.
This is our whale summer.
And I've seen her be pretty mean. She has absolutely no feathers pecked on her. She is our primary suspect. This one's our black copper Moran. She also has no feathers missing. I've seen her peck and be mean to the others, so this one along with our well summer are 2 primary suspects. Between the roosting bar, a new rooster in their flock, and then we're gonna bring in a head of lettuce to entertain them. So this is a really simple process to get the cabbage hanging. You just need some kind of eye bolt to put in there, a couple carabiners, a rope, and we're just gonna pre-drill a little hole to put this in here. All right, Eli. So I want you to go straight down, push, and then we're just gonna go, we only wanna go in about halfway, 3/4 in. So we have some room to screw this in. Start off slow, there you go. Go straight, hang on, you gotta go straight.
What was this drawing true?
I don't know. Right there. All right, now you back it out. Yep. All right, we messed up with our hole for this one, made it a little too big, so we're gonna do a secondary hole. We can just screw these in. I've got a little eye hook, or I've got a bigger one like this. I think I like this one, and so it'll dig in better, but we're just gonna have to do some kind of zip tie or something around here so it doesn't bounce out. Just gonna do a little square knot, just to basically close in this little half circle. Now let's take this over to the chickens. All right, now we've got our cabbage pecking tool in place, and the whole idea behind this is that it puts all of the chickens' efforts into playing and pecking and having fun doing this, that they don't even think about pecking any of the other birds. So let's see if they have fun with this. It was a little slow going when we hung the cabbage initially. Nobody touched it the first day, and maybe took 1 or 2 leaves off the second day. But here on the 3rd day, oh, they are having fun now. That is awesome. So what did we learn through all of this? That when everything is going well and everyone is getting along, that can change in an instant. And when chickens get the taste of blood, they won't stop once they start. When we have to intervene and figure out the root cause of the issue, adding things to keep the chickens entertained or bringing in a rooster to bring balance to the flock. Hey General, that chickens may still continue to be mean to each other. And our injured chicken, while she's doing much better, still has a few weeks of recovery before we can put her back with her friends. This one's our Australorp hen, Abby. And Abby the Australorp, we're treating her for gapeworm thanks to all of your guys' suggestions. And so we're hoping our deworming solution will help give her her breath back. Kelly, you wanna say hi to a chicken? You gonna pick one up? You wanna pick one up? All right guys, I want you to meet the General. You wanna pet him?
Yeah.
This is the General. Can you say hi, General?
Hi, General.
Yeah. Can you pet a chicken? Yeah, pet a chicken. Pet the General. There you go. He's a nice boy. Yeah.
And the wind's really nice.
This one's nice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rooster has feathers too.
That's right.
I found the feather.
Oh, that's a cool feather.
It's
Is it to one of the black chickens?
yeah.
Yeah, maybe to the Morans. Maybe
Yeah.
the black copper Morans.
Yeah.
Oh, they ran away.